When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Where the state motto is still live free or die, and I know people are trying to pay attention to both me and the debate going on, the presidential debate. And just looking at some of the things on Twitter during the break, I noticed that there was some stuff. Some people are making some good points over there on the presidential debate stage. But at the same time, you can never count anybody, really count most of these people out. You really can't count. I don't believe that they're going anywhere, people like Christie and Santorum. But now we got to remember that last time around, Santorum was basically runner-up. Not like he's he's this quiet shocker, and things could change once we get to the actually start voting and get to the caucuses or caucus and primaries, and those who are on top now. Well, it may come out that that those who are, Trump and Carson may end up towards the bottom when people actually start pulling the lever, because they'll start thinking twice about who they want as president. But and then they'll start thinking, well, maybe this is why they're all jumping on Rubio now, because they feel that Rubio is and this Bush started this off, but they feel that Rubio is the real person that once the voting starts that they're going to have to contend with. This is why they're all piling on Rubio. Now, my question is why would they possibly think this early on, when Rubio hasn't really shown that he's going to be in the lead for very much? There hasn't been a lot of time when he's been up with the leaders. My question is, call me cynical, but why are they telegraphing this move towards Rubio? Why are they all swinging at him now? There is no, he's been moving up slowly in the polls, but there is no evidence that this is a pattern that is going to allow him to capture the lead. There's no evidence of it whatsoever. So I got to ask, and I know I'm not going to get an answer to this question, but I got to ask, why is it that Bush started this off? Why did Jeb start whacking, like whack-a-mole, on his protege? They're supposed to be friends, right? Rubio supposedly patterned himself after Jeb Bush in politics. Why is the teacher now turning on the student? What the hell happened there? And then now that the teacher has turned on the student and is whack-a-moling Rubio, why all of a sudden is the rest of the field doing the same? And I mean, Rubio can't even handle his credit card, says Trump. I mean, why? Where is this he doesn't appear to be a danger. Look, as I told you folks before, as people have said before, always pay attention to who the left is talking about, because that is most likely who they're afraid of. Now, they're not really talking about Rubio on the lamestream media. They're kind of building him up. They want Rubio, kind of like they wanted Romney, kind of like they wanted McCain, because they know they can beat Rubio. But they're telling you that they're afraid of a potential candidacy of a Trump or a Carson. Not afraid of a Rubio. Is this what the campaigns also see? Do they see Rubio as being the golden boy of the lamestream media? Now, I like much of what Rubio says. I have a very big problem with his amnesty stance. I do. Huge problem with that. But most of his other stances seem to be okay, fairly in line with my reasoning. Not all, but most. So, but I gotta ask, why are they all focusing on Rubio? It's like they've forgotten Carson and Trump. Everybody's focus really is on Rubio right now. So I'm trying to figure out. There's something there, folks. Again, call me cynical if you want, but there is definitely something there. And they're projecting what Rubio is to them on the left. They're projecting it. And I don't know if Rubio actually wanted to get that to let that get out so soon. But you got to tell you, there's a definite huge issue with Rubio. Look, he's how old is he? He's like 44, 45. He's a young guy. He's by all standards. Women think he's a good-looking guy. He's a handsome man. I'll give him that. He's got nice hair, although it looks like he's starting to lose it up. But he's got nice hair. It's always important to have nice hair when you're running for office, and especially for president. Got to have nice hair. And he sounds, although his speech pattern is a little bit quick, a little bit fast, because he seems nervous all the time. But that nervousness and that drinking the water and the sweating comes across as he's a normal. That's how I would be if I was up there. He's a normal guy, man. He's not all that polished after all. He's not all that rehearsed and practiced. The guy's a nervous wreck. So that's not necessarily a negative. I don't know what it is, but there is something about Rubio that has people on the right spooked. And it's not just his stance on illegal immigration and amnesty. There's something else going on there, and I'm going to have to get to the bottom of it. Because I haven't been paying that close attention to Rubio, but I just have noticed that all of a sudden they all seem to be piling on him, and there's a reason for that. That just doesn't happen. There has to be a reason, and there is a reason, and I will find out what